Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the visual language of data and artificial intelligence. We're going to look at this absolutely fascinating concept of taking complex, intimidating numbers and transforming them into clear, powerful stories. Let's get right into it. So, how do we make sense of an endless list of numbers? I mean, imagine just staring at a spreadsheet with thousands of rows, or a constantly scrolling feed of raw digits. It's an overwhelming amount of data, right? Our brains just aren't wired to look at a massive, unorganized wall of numbers and instantly grasp what it all means. It's confusing, and honestly, it can be pretty boring to look at.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. 1. Seeing stories in numbers. 2. Your data visual toolkit. 3. Tracking real-world changes. And 4. Visualizing for AI. We'll be moving from basic visualization concepts all the way up to how these ideas shape cutting-edge technology.
Part 1. Seeing stories in numbers. You know, when you're faced with raw numbers, just a scrolling list of random digits, it requires some really heavy mental lifting to identify the highs, the lows, or any overarching trends. You literally have to hold all those values in your head just to figure out what's going on. But apply data visualization, and boom, those digits smoothly transform into clear patterns. That confusing list becomes a colorful, instant flash of clarity. We've taken that raw output and turned it into a picture that reveals the trend instantly.
Part 2. Your data visual toolkit. Now, the foundational tool in this kit is the classic bar graph. We use these constantly to compare discrete amounts, like mapping out people's favorite fruits. The rule here is universally understood. Taller bars equal higher values. If you want to know which item is the clear favorite, you don't need to count every single vote. It makes identifying volume patterns completely effortless. While a bar graph compares items side by side, the donut or pie chart is perfectly designed to show proportions of a whole. Let's take the classic pizza analogy. If you're dividing slices among pepperoni, cheese, and veggie, you can instantly identify the dominant share. It visualizes proportions and fractions of a dataset in a way that is just universally relatable. And the third major tool in our kit is the line graph. These are engineered specifically for watching things change over time. Whether you're mapping out how tall you grew year over year as a kid, or following your favorite sports team's points across a season, it traces a continuous path. Your eye naturally follows that path, instantly revealing the historical trends of the data all at once. It's a real game changer for tracking progress.
Part 3. Tracking real-world changes. To really bridge the gap between theory and practice, let's consider a real-world scenario, like Miss Chen's Weather Watchers. So imagine a class tracking daily temperatures over an entire month. They quickly realize that a raw list of 30 data points completely hides the big picture. But by applying a line graph across those 4 weeks, that raw data converts into a clear visual timeline. Suddenly, they have instant proof that warmer spring weather is arriving. The single visualization contextualizes the data far better than a list of raw numbers ever could. Part 4. Visualizing for AI. Now for a bit of a twist. This brings us to an absolutely critical concept: bias. Bias refers to errors or unfairness hidden within the information that artificial intelligence machines actually use to learn. Think about it. If an AI learns from experience, the data is its experience. Data visualization doesn't just help us humans understand basic numbers. It actually allows AI developers to map out massive training sets to actively hunt down these hidden errors. Spotting these visual patterns is absolutely vital for accurate and ethical AI development. Ultimately, and this is the really cool part, this fosters a collaborative understanding between humans and machines. Clear visuals allow data scientists to look at the exact same complex terrain that the artificial intelligence is processing. It establishes a shared visual language, ensuring the models we build are learning the right lessons and recognizing the right patterns. Which leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought. If AI learns from our data, what story are your numbers telling? Every single piece of information we organize becomes part of the larger dataset shaping tomorrow's technology. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. And remember, keep looking for those patterns in the world around you.